Hello there, Jeremy Weiss here with Weiss Tech Hockey, and hopefully by now you've had a chance to take a look at some of our introduction videos on the S3 formula. And also I hope that you're starting to understand and see how big of an advantage there is to be gained over your opponents by participating regularly in an off-ice strength and conditioning program, both in the off-season and during the regular season. And you know, I'm guessing it's not going to take a whole lot of convincing to help you see that fact. Just next time you're in your hockey locker room, go ahead and take a little survey of all your players and ask them how many of them are actually getting to the weight room on their own, you know, aside from your regularly scheduled practices, games, and you know, any off-ice training that your team might do as a team. So ask them. Yeah, I'm guessing there'll probably be maybe one or two players on your team that do any form of strength and conditioning on their own, let alone a really scientific, structured, custom-tailored program specifically for hockey players. So whatever your team's results are, you can pretty much rest assured that that's going to be similar to every other team in your league or in your organization. And I'll tell you the straight truth. You know, I played up to some pretty high levels of hockey. You know, played a little bit of junior A up in Toronto. And you know, on our team, we had a decent team. We were sending, you know, between 4 to 6 players onto American colleges, you know, NCAA scholarships each year. And even on a team of that high caliber, it was me and one other guy that were really, you know, in the weight room on our own with any form of consistency. So the opportunity is there. It's black and white. You're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. And the players that do it have big advantages over their opponents. They get bigger, faster, stronger. They have more confidence on the ice. You know, the benefits are huge. So that being said, what I want to do today is just kind of give you a little bit of an insider's view on what you're going to be getting when you sign up for the S3 formula in-season version of the program. So let's go ahead and we'll pull up the site. So when you very first log into the S3 formula, this is what it's going to look like. So we've done this. It's a membership. Basically, it's a membership area, membership site. And when you get into the membership area, the members only area, you'll notice it's set up almost like a blog format. And we did this on purpose because we wanted to be able to have, you know, if there's any information, new news coming up, or any important announcements that need to be publicized, then we put this on the front page of the blog area in the members only section. So you can see here, first and foremost, right now we're talking about the in-season. So in-season program, this is what you got to watch before you start anything else in the program. So you can see we do the videos. You can watch the video within the website, or you can also download the video. We have 2 versions. You can download it in a higher definition version. So that's if you're going to watch it like on your Apple TV or anything like that, you're able to do so. Or if you want a smaller version for your iPhone so you can bring it to the gym with you, that's fine too. So you can see we've got our intro video for the in-season program right here. Watch this first. Now the next important thing is this is a must-watch video for anybody age 14 or under. So we do have some younger participants in the S3 formula, and all the current science and research indicates that it's not only safe but advisable for young players, especially young athletes, to start weight training at younger and younger age groups. So as long as there are always going to be a few main key factors to consider before starting into a weight program or weight training program. But you know, if those key factors fall into place and you structure the program properly, it's not only safe but very beneficial for youngsters to you know, to begin strength training at young ages. So in this video, we outline exactly what those key indicators are, you know, how to make sure that your player is mentally capable of following instructions. So mental maturity is a big one. Proper parental supervision is another big one. And then there are a few tweaks and adjustments that we're going to make to the program for the players of younger age groups. And that just, you know, like I said before, it allows us to do it in a safe and productive way. But yeah, so anybody under age 14, make sure that you take a look at this video. Again, it's on the front page of the program here. And then, you know, as we were going through it, this is particularly for the off-season version of the program, which incidentally, you will have access to both. So you're not only getting the in-season version of the program, but come springtime, you're going to have a full-blown 20-week off-season course that you're also going to be able to complete. Yeah, throughout the course of the off-season, we did periodic, weekly updates and stuff like this. So this was from week 18, where we're talking about, you're on the home stretch now, 2 weeks left in the program. Make sure you're getting that final push in. So that's what the blog section of the members area looks like. Now, as you get started in the program, you'll notice we have a few different tabs up here at the top. Okay, so we've got Start S3, S3 Science, Exercise Bank, and then the Materials section. So let's click on, we're going to start with the Start S3 section. And this is where you're going to find everything that you need to know to be able to get started and perform the program properly. So you've got your welcome section, getting started with S3, how to use the workbook and worksheets, any equipment that you might need to be able to properly complete the program. And then this is an additional bonus that we're throwing in, but this is the Team Dryland section. And I know that a lot of teams do Dryland on their own, and that's great. What this is a structured Dryland course that's going to allow you to have the players doing the S3 formula on their own, but then be able to track them and follow up with them throughout the course of the in-season and off-season, to be able to make sure that they're completing their workouts on their own and have accurate tests that you can measure that and see where their progress is going. So an additional bonus here, Team Dryland bonus, that you do get access to with your membership as well. Then we've got our S3 Science program, S3 Science section. And what this is basically, this is just it's almost a crash course in strength and conditioning for hockey. So this is going to tell you exactly why we're doing everything that we're doing in the program. So we have a section on different types of weightlifting, 7 areas of athletic fitness, periodization. Why periodize? What is periodization? Why do we periodize for hockey? Energy systems. So every sport is different. Some sports are, maybe longer distance type sports. Some sports are short explosive bursts like hockey, and you need to train differently depending on what type of sport that you're involved in. So this section talks about the energy systems involved with hockey and how to train specifically for those energy systems. We also have a nutrition section with a few meal plans in there, ideas of what you should be eating as you work your body and increase your speed, strength, and your size. And then we have an interview section, and this is a kind of a growing database. So this is an ongoing project where anytime that there's if we have every now and then we'll do an interview with a specialist in one realm or another realm, and that's where these audios will be found, is in the interview section. So that's the S3 Science section. I'm going to jump over here to Materials, just to show you really quickly what we've got going on in this section, and then we're going to come back to the exercise bank afterwards. So Materials section, this is your workbook. So this is where you're going to be able to track everything that you're doing as you progress through the program. You'll see we've got the completed workout. There's the complete workbook that you can download the whole thing, print it off all at once, or if you want to just download certain components. For example, right now we're in the in-season version, so you're not going to need all your off-season worksheets. So I would recommend print out your in-season worksheets and especially your exercise guide with the pictures. The exercise guide is basically just it's kind of a handbook. So instead of having to access back your exercise bank to see what, if you can't remember what one certain exercise is, you'll be able to just flip through it in your binder and pick that up. So that's where you're going to find all of your worksheets and all your record tracking. In the S3 formula, we're huge on tracking your records because that's what's going to allow you to continue to progress in developing your strength as well as your speed and size. So big on tracking, and all our worksheets are going to be able to let you do that very, very effectively. We also have an articles of interest section. And this is where anytime that I come across an article that would be beneficial, and again, this is another one of those areas where it's kind of a growing database, but anytime I have an exercise or an article that's going to be beneficial for hockey players, I throw it in this section. So you can see we've already got a few really good articles in here, Creatine and Performance. I know a lot of people have questions on creatine and additional supplementation. So this is going to be one article that really helps with that. Interval training, plyometrics, we've got a lot of different stuff here. And you can just kind of go through any of those that look interesting to you. They're all phenomenally written. They're all peer-reviewed style of articles, so they're from periodical scientific magazines and stuff like that. And they're very beneficial and will help you to continue to increase your speed, strength, and size, and get advantages over your opponents in a lot of different ways. So once you have your worksheets and everything printed off, then you're going to want to come and check out the exercise bank. Now you'll see the exercise bank, we have this broken out into basically into categories. So we've got our warm-up exercises: legs, chest, arms, shoulders, back, cardio and sprints, abs, and plyometrics. And what this does is, let's just go, for example, we'll check out the leg section. So these are all the leg exercises that we prescribe in the S3 formula. So you see we've got our leg press, lying leg curl, quad extension, okay? A lot of different videos here. Each of these videos are, maybe a couple minutes long. Some of them are even, maybe 30 seconds long. But basically, we'll watch one here for an example. This is the squat. So at the beginning of each video, it's going to pop up with a couple main key points to make sure that you're focused on. So for the squat, for example, hit pause here. You can see we've got, make sure you use your safety bars. Feet should be shoulder width apart. Knees and toes pointed forward. Exhale early in the lift. And then it goes into a quick demonstration. Okay, here's the basic parallel squat. And first and foremost, you want to make sure that your safety bars are in and adjusted properly. Okay, so that's what it is. And so the video will basically show you how to do the exercise properly with good form, and make it so that you're doing it as safely as possible and effectively as possible. So that is your exercise bank. I think I can't remember exactly, last time I counted it, I think we were up over 60 different videos in the exercise bank. So it's a huge database, very extensive program, very customized for hockey players. The players that executed this program consistently and faithfully throughout the summer had some huge gains, trackable gains, because we track everything that we do in the S3 formula. And we're consistently breaking their own individual records week after week after week throughout the summer. It's honestly, it's phenomenal to see. It's a lot of fun to participate in. And like I said before, we've got players participating together from all over the world. So that is the S3 formula. That's what you're getting access to with your membership. And it works phenomenally well. Hope to see you on the inside, and enjoy.